Hi everyone! So after another night of trying out and pushing with the Tal Rasha Meteor Wizard, I have some really exciting stuff to share. So turns out there is actually another upgrade we can make to this build that makes it incredibly powerful and like absolute meta, at the very least in 2 and 3 man pushing. We also tried some other fun stuff, as you can see here, GR150 speed runs in like 4 minutes. So that was actually also possible, carried by the Meteor Wizard. And it turns out there is another way to gain arcane power on this build. So I'm playing the Star Pact variant, which is very arcane power hungry because you spend it on every single cast. And the idea usually is that you have arcane power on crit or arcane power on hit coming from the magic weapon Conduit. And you try to stack up, for example, the ground effects from the meteors to gain arcane power back, or you use the new sanctified magic missile power. So this is something that I had theorized about for a little while, and then I had a viewer come in and actually tell me that they've tried it and it's like really, really good. So that prompted me to try it out myself. I was originally planning to do this in solo push, but it turns out it actually is pretty insane, even in groups where you generally have pretty big pulls. And as you can see here, I'm basically using a lot of generator casts to refill my resources and then throw those meteors at pretty much full power or at least half power or so. So sometimes I'm alternating like one cast, one meteor and repeat. Sometimes I just spam meteors when there's like a really big pull. But in general, I have a lot more resources. And on the other hand, I also lag the game way less because I throw fewer meteors. So previously, you would just always like spam those meteors into the pull, at least on the arcane cycle. And now I don't have to do that anymore. I can just do like one meteor to stack the smoldering core, and then do one missile cast and one meteor again, and it helps a lot with the game lags. Obviously, you still have to be careful and you can't go too crazy with those pulls. Sometimes you just have like too many monsters, or there's illusionist packs in there, and you can start lagging quite easily. But generally, we definitely noticed we were able to make much larger pulls than before, which actually helped us clear those rifts faster, even though I was throwing fewer meteors, because I gained higher arcane power star packs and fewer of them, so that everything was just way better. It was just cleaning up more nicely. But that's not everything. At this point we decided let's full send it, and we go Squirt's necklace on top of all of this. So you might have seen this in the clips already. And here's my final version. This is like the final form of the Tal Rasha wizard, I guess, with a Squirt's necklace equipped. So we actually dropped the helm that we were previously running, which was just a wizard hat for the arcane power on crit, which you don't need anymore from all this arcane power you're getting just on the magic weapon Conduit with the magic missile. So instead, we can wear the Tal Rasha helm, unequip the Tal Rasha amulet, and get a Squirt's necklace. And I was protecting it with just the galvanizing ward in 2 and 3 man pushers, and it was fine. So as long as you're like kind of tanky and you're very careful, it is not always up, but it is up often enough, and you straight up get almost double damage from this swap. And suddenly I was throwing those insane meteors. As you can see here, this progress bar is ridiculous. And we took the rank 1 in like a few times basically. We have a 6-minute clear here in 3 man. And that was with a Joker boss, which is generally not really a good boss fight. And man, this meta also feels super exciting to play. So as the wizard player, you kind of have to be careful. You have to understand when your shields are breaking. You have to understand how much damage you can take. And then you have those huge meteors with the Squirt's necklace. And sometimes you get the Oculus rings on top of it. And it just feels so superb. Right after this 3-man rank 1, we also tried it in 2-man. And we also took the rank 1 there shortly after. So here's like some attempts. So we had like some 8 minutes clears, 10 minutes clears. Here's our final 2-man attempt that we cleared with the rank 1 time of around 7.5 minutes right now. And this was without a conduit pylon. So this is how crazy it actually is. And as you can see here, I'm still kind of keeping up my Squirt's necklace, at least sometimes. It's a bit harder to do in 2-man because you have fewer party buffs from the missing ZDH. So yeah, there's less damage reduction. But it still works if you're careful and if you don't have like super aggressive elites or super aggressive monsters all the time. I'm definitely going to try something similar in solo push as well, maybe dropping the Squirt's necklace there. But I believe this is the big enabler for a Star Pact playstyle that will beat the cold version that we see mostly on the leaderboards. I think that the cold rune is also slightly more laggy, especially when combined with the black hole. At least that's what I noticed when I tried some solo pushing, as you might have seen from my clip that I uploaded the other day. And this might be a solution to actually solve most of those lag issues and do a 150 solo push. So I'm quite excited for that. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna start my solo pushes very soon anyway, since I'm almost 3k Paragon, which is my Paragon goal. So I'm probably gonna hit that tomorrow sometime. And I guess then it's time for some 150s this season. I'm quite excited for it. Hope you are too. Hope you're gonna enjoy my uploads and my clears. I'm gonna leave with this. Personally, I'm having a blast with this wizard so far. The whole season so far is really amazing, and I'm really excited to see more and do all the pushes. Hope you liked this video, and I'll see you guys next time.